If you do what successful people do, you will be successful too. I've heard that before, and you've probably heard that before, but I still see random people denying it in YouTube or TikTok comments or something like that. And the funny part is that none of them have even tried it, because if they have, they would know it works. But they deny it as a coping mechanism to cope with the fact that it sounds so easy and they could have done it years ago. But the truth is that it's true, and only by accepting this can you use it to your advantage. So there's no point moping about it in comments of videos and trying to find people that agree with you to validate yourself to yourself. Like, because you get nowhere with that tactic. It's see-through and it's obvious. You get much further by accepting the shame and destroying it yourself. That's what I did. That's what, David Goggins did, Andrew Tate, Iman Gadzhi, any of these people, any of these successful people did that. That is what they did, because there are things that were bad that they took shame from. They weren't perfect from when they were born, of course not. They took those things they didn't like, they accepted them, and they got rid of them. But if you don't accept them, you don't even believe there's anything to get rid of, so you can't get rid of it. So accept it, then get rid of it. Don't be egotistical, don't take too much pride, don't think you've got nothing wrong with you. There is things wrong with everyone. But if you accept that, then you can fix it, you can change it, you can eradicate the issues. And before that, these people were regular people living regular lives with regular jobs, regular families, regular habits. They were normal people like you, like me, like anyone else in this world. But they decided to just accept that they had their issues and then worked to fix them. They didn't complain all day, they didn't scroll social media, they just got things done. Not many people can accept that these people were regular people, because they know that if that's true, they could have at least tried ages ago, and from any age. You don't have to be 18 or 16, or you don't have to have a job, either in or out of school, working or not working, having money or being 100% broke. That's how I've started. I don't have that much money. And you know what? It hasn't costed me a dime. Not a single penny. And I started by accepting that not having money is an excuse. Yes, obviously, a lot of businesses need a starting investment, but I can't stress enough how many of them just don't. And it's that simple. Just find one that doesn't need an investment. It's not that hard that you need, to use it as an excuse to not start anything at all. That's silly. And my next point is that we are all the same, but you do need to be in the right mindset. And no one can talk you through that like a guide. It's only you that can do that. All the stories you hear people like David Goggins spitting up are very accurate, even if they weren't true, because it is just doing it will get you through it. And that's the only way through it. And any other way, quote unquote other way you've been told about is simply a facade, not real, fake, and just actually doing the work is the only way to do the work. It sounds so obvious, but believe me, when deep down you know how to do it and you don't want to do it, you'll come up with every excuse under the sun. believe me. And your mind is great at coming up with excuses for not doing stuff or not wanting to do stuff, but all you can do is ignore those excuses. That's all you need to do, that's all you can do. And now, one last point is that we business-minded people with this mindset analyze everything. And that's the only real difference between successful and average. We analyze, and the stuff you have to do with analyzing is actually just using what you gain from learning it. And only then can we actually use it, because otherwise it's just knowledge that's useless. You don't do anything with it, then it's useless. Like learning random facts about everything is just useless. So we analyze it, but if we do nothing with it, the knowledge we gain, then we'll live a similar life to you, just average. And I'd say to you, if you don't do anything about it, to the average person, you'll live the same life if we don't do anything with this analyzing knowledge. However, if we use it by applying it, then practicing it, getting feedback from it, etc., and I separate it as we, because I don't think everyone is born with that mindset, that mind. But some people are, but anyone can learn it if they want. Being born with it is just like a head start. It's like, like a talent kind of thing. It's just a head start. It's helpful to be born with it, of course, but not required in any way. So it's not an excuse to say that you don't have that, so you can't make it. Because no, you're wrong. You can learn it. So my key points of this video are: follow successful people to be successful. Stop making excuses and accept the shame to proceed to success. We're all regular people, except for the fact that we analyze. Analyzing is learnable. Don't just practice, also get feedback and study what you do wrong to improve. You don't need money for all businesses, so just start one that doesn't require money. Don't cope, learn. And as for a result from that, success.